All right, welcome back, everyone. Can you all see or hear me? I am streaming from my phone in the Adirondack Mountains of New York today. This is very weird. I've never done this before. So if anyone is watching or anyone is in the chat, let me know. I don't know. I did a little quick test before, and hopefully the audio is even in sync. I've got just like a little wireless mic hooked up to my phone, so hopefully it's maybe not as loud. But we have some big news today, you guys. Enshrouded 1.0 now officially has a release date. This is quite new. Heck yeah, it's coming in strong. Awesome, Lisa and Scorches. Welcome in. Odd welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna try to like read chat from my phone as well. I may yeah, this is all going to be new today. Happen to have enough internet to be able to check in with you guys quick and do a little something because man, they just dropped a bomb a few days ago with so much news. I shouldn't say so much, but that little tiny like 40-second trailer that they dropped honestly shared so much about what's coming for 1.0. Sounds good, awesome, and looks good. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Can't believe you just launched when you started. Heck yeah. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Ziklag, welcome, and Quinna, welcome in. Eklor, heck yeah. So happy to have you all here. Thank you for joining today, and it's just great to check in with you guys. I won't be officially back in the studio till another, like 5 or 6 days from now. But yeah, because I've got the internet, I figured I would try this and just see how it goes. So I'm a little nervous. I don't know how long I'll be live for. I might start getting eaten alive by bugs and stuff. It's about dinner time for me right now, but we just arrived at camp here, see some of my family, and yeah, it's been an interesting time. Can't wait to explore more after playing for 900 hours. You got 900 hours now? Heck yeah, that is so awesome. Yeah, it's one of those games that I've loved. I've passed 1,000 hours in it, and we still have work to do before 1.0. But yeah, October 15th, y'all. So that's only like a month after Valheim's 1.0 coming in September 9th, which is crazy. So there's gonna be literally content. You know, I'm probably gonna be streaming or posting almost every day for like 2 or 3 months. These are some of my biggest games, the games I've been most anticipating. And yeah, I'm just so stoked. I am so stoked. Jump into Valheim. We're gonna start a Forever World playthrough, and then we've got Enshrouded 1.0. And not only is it just 1.0, like that trailer. Okay, let's try to go to the trailer. Yes, Katie, I'm live. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. This is new to me. Yeah, if you can't tell, we're streaming from the mountains, from the woods right now, from my phone. So, but you know, you said you missed me on Discord the other day, so I'm going live. This is just for you, Katie. Wild time for survival fans. I know, right? 1.0 Pal World, 1.0 Valheim, 1.0 Dragon Wells. I know, right? Their big update literally just happened. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So it's like I felt like I was missing out. I had to at least like check in with you guys. Looks beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Let me see if I can I don't know if I can show you guys around too much, but yeah, we're just we're at this like little camp. Um and then I'm staying in this little trailer. It's right on a lake, a really big lake. It's beautiful. It is very beautiful over here. So yeah, definitely nice. Yeah, Voyager's nice backdrop. Heck yeah. This backdrop proves I'm not a vampire. Hey, it's brighter than it looks. You know, I just had to up the exposure. It's a little bit of a cloudy day, but it's perfect. Miss the trees. I know we don't have that back in Colorado where I am. So we don't have the bugs and we don't have the trees. So I guess there's positives and negatives, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try to screen share, and we're gonna try to do this. Again, I have no idea how this is gonna work, but bear with me. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Enshrouded trailer, and we're gonna like back up to the beginning, and I'm going to let me know if you guys can see this screen. I'm pretty sure you can. I can't even really see the chat when I'm on it. Okay, did you guys see this screen, like the start of the Enshrouded trailer? I'm gonna go back to my camera, and I'm just gonna look at the chat to make sure you guys can see it. because I don't even know. Yes, you can see it. Heck yeah. No worries, Katie. You don't have to stay for too long. I've been Nezte, Ani D, and Tigerific. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Awesome. You guys can see it. Yay. Perfect. So I'm going to. I'll switch back to it. I just need to switch to my camera to look at the chat, and because I don't have. Yeah, we just on one screen, one little screen today. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, I guess if you guys are yelling at me because you can't see the video, I won't know until it's done. So we'll just hope it's good. Okay, we'll just play it once, and then we're gonna pick this thing apart. All right. October 15th. Oh my gosh. Unleash your inner fire. Crazy cool. We get the hollow halls, it looks like. Oh man. Reach for the skies, yeah. Yeah. We get some teasers. Some big ones. Big ones here. This is amazing. So, did you guys see and hear that okay? Looks and sounds good. Yay! Yay! Okay, good. I'm so glad to hear. I'm back on the camera now, so I think but yes, okay, as long as you guys can see and hear that. So much to unpack there. So much. Some people look at it and it's like, oh, it looks small. There's a lot going on. It was great. Yay. Okay, I'm glad to hear you guys. So then, as long as you guys can see and hear it, I'm just going to go back and we'll start picking this thing apart. Again, I apologize if I don't get a lot of, if I can't see you guys or see the chat much, but I want to go through this thing in slow-mo, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. Let's see here. Let's go in like, can I go? Oh yeah, I gotta drag the little slider down. Let's go like 0.6. That's probably good enough for me. The audio, I'm gonna go ahead and mute it so that it doesn't sound weird being slow or nothing. So right off the bat, yeah, obviously the release date, which I'm super excited about. They kind of just dropped the bomb on us with this one. I wasn't expecting that kind of news this soon, honestly. But guys, look at this. Look at this. We get the opening shot. And I believe this is also recorded on the console, so it's not coming. I think it's Xbox that's delayed, so it's not coming to Xbox for 1.0, something like that. Again, I don't have all the stuff pulled up in front of me, but it is coming out on console for 1.0, and I believe some of this stuff was actually recorded on that, which is really cool to see. But yeah, we have the floating islands in the back, which are no longer quite as floaty anymore. Very, very cool. We have them kind of tied in, so there's got to be something to do with the lore back here of what they did for these, but they kept them. They kept them, and they looked like they will be explorable. And not only is it just these floating islands, but like this legit looks like a whole nother biome, nearly half the size of the mountain biome. Like this might be like a content update. Like we're not only getting, yeah, let's continue here. Because they just show so much in here. And it's just amazing. It is amazing. So right here, we get some shot of like this new creature, some sort of werewolf or something like that. I'm not sure. It kind of almost looks like it's in the Nomad Highlands, maybe. It doesn't strike me as water biome. Maybe a little bit. It could be somewhere, but I'm not sure. It looks like either way, it's an existing area, so I'm not sure where we'll get that or where we'll see it. But it's a new creature there. So they're not only just adding quality life improvements and things, but actual new content with this update. Then if we move here, we get to see the water biome hollow halls by the looks of it. This does look a bit bright and open, but based on all the hollow and the enemies in here, and we have the bright green, ectoplasm and everything. And also this new type of wizard armor. Look at that hat. And some of like the gold there. So this is interesting. Is this coming with existing biomes? Is this part of the new like supposed lava biome or something? Because this is in this biome. This is in the water biome, which we already have. And then obviously there's also hopefully going to be a hollow halls for the mountain biome as well, which there already was, but it just wasn't finished out yet. So I'm not sure their plans there. I'm just really happy to see something here because I was hoping for that with the last update and they didn't really say anything about it. And so I'm just really happy that we see something there because I love the hollow halls. They're a very fun adventure. So yeah, we do get to see that new wizard armor, which just looks awesome. I think this next clip is, yeah, this is kind of in the existing biome there. Nothing too crazy or special about these. I was trying to pick apart this one for some new build pieces and things. I didn't think I really found much. Some people thought that where was it? If I can back up, that these pieces that are kind of sitting in the ground are new, but I don't think so. I think that's those wall dividers, and then they just bumped them down into the ground to create these little fences. Looks creative though, but yeah, I think that's what that was. But I wouldn't be surprised if we got some new build pieces. And then this is just freaking amazing. I'm gonna go back to you guys to just to be sure that you that you can see and see this. I want to be sure you're seeing this, and I'm not being yelled at in the chat right now. Yeah, the new wizard armor. Okay, you guys can see it. Heck yeah. Word about that werewolf. I know, right? Crazy. Crazy cool stuff. Yeah. Yep. Be able to change the cosmetic appearance of weapons. I don't know that. I could check on that because that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, Lionheart, we're in the wild today, literally in the woods of the Adirondack Mountains, checking in from travels with you guys. Looks good for being on your phone. Hey, I'm glad to hear. We're in 720p for the little face cam piece of it, and I have an old phone, but I was like, if I'm outside on the deck, maybe the lighting will make it not look so bad. I'm really glad to hear though. Really glad to hear. Love the new background 1.0. Looks amazing. Yeah, we're in Enshrouded right now. I just teleported to Enshrouded. Thank you guys for joining. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let me go back to my screen, and then we can do this some more. Let me just make sure I'm on the right thing. I just want to keep checking in with you guys, read some chat, and make sure you can see me since I don't have the other monitors and stuff. It's definitely different to stream from one little screen here. Okay, so yeah, this is the freaking cream of the crop. Like, what do we got here? Because not only, like, at first my eye was drawn to these islands, which are now like connected by this web of something, and they even mention in those little like subtitles of this trailer, if you've noticed, like, save the world, right? Like, so they're almost hinting at this ability. Like, people have wondered, oh, will we ever be able to build in the shroud, for example, or things like that. They're almost hinting at something to do with this is the end game, and you overcome something or conquer something or unlock something special that does allow some new power in the world. It just seems like they're hinting at that. And I mean, this is straight out of those like alien apocalyptic style movies. It just looks so like I do not know what they have in store for us. I mean, look at how many of them there are. This is insane. And we've got ones in the distance here, like, it's going to be sort of inspired by the mini games that we had in the building competition, because so many people submitted things for those. Oftentimes, the devs will do these competitions to get inspiration for their next big updates, which is really cool. And I think, yeah, if we saw some cool like parkour courses or grapple hooks, and you guys just can't tell me to disable the glider on stream anymore for this one. But this looks insane, and I love what they've done with sort of blending the mountains. In that beginning of the trailer, we saw that far back shot of how the mountains blend into this biome. And I don't know if I want to call like this whole new biome, but like it looks like a whole new biome. I mean, like a lot of the content clearly is up in these floating islands. But yeah, if we look around, I mean, there's so much to pick apart here. But I love how they blend it from sort of the snowy, lively mountains, which are still like a more dead northern mountains, right? They're not super full of trees and lush foresty type mountains. That's more Revelwood, Blackmire, that kind of a thing. But yeah, they sort of blend from that to this black rock. It might be a new terrain material, but it kind of looks like maybe it's still the granite. But then the points and the terrain here just looks stunning. It looks beautiful. And we got, yeah, it's just, this is really cool. I don't know if this is a new armor set or not that the character is wearing. We'll have to look at it when it zooms in a little more later, because I know there's all kinds of armor sets and they can be dyed all kinds of colors, things like that. But yeah, we have lava by the looks of it that actually might flow just like water mechanics, you guys, which means existing locations like the, what is it, the Pillars of Creation and stuff like that, where we had the all the lava, this stuff might flow. And with that, I wouldn't be surprised if they also gave players the ability to build with it. So this is going to be insane if they do. Absolutely insane, because I'm just speculating, because I do see this like flowing down, and the way the lighting is, like, something about it looks like, I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could just be the static Deadly Shroud or the static lava stuff we got from before. But man, this looks cool. And if they have the water physics in place, I wouldn't be surprised if they could do lava as well. Maybe. And that would be so cool. It's very dead in here. Some very dead trees, but you'll notice there's no shroud. No shroud at all. Anywhere in this shot, really. So, I mean, I almost wonder if some of these clouds around this floating island thing is shroud, because you can actually see the clouds mixed in with it, which is definitely an interesting thing to point out there. Some of it looks red in that sun. If not, though, like, did they literally just make the clouds of the atmosphere, like, up in the islands there? Like, are we going to be so high up we're in the clouds? Either that or it's shroud. But yeah, I do notice, like, something's eerie, something's very interesting about this biome right here. Very interesting. All of these dead structures and things like that. Okay, I'm gonna read the chat again a little bit here. But something's there. Something's up with that. And it's very, you know, all kinds of stuff happening. Yeah, trees have a greater visual range and details. Let's see here. Where do I leave off there? Yeah, I would love to see and acquire the new blocks 3D's got in his mall. Heck yeah. Went camping in one of those houses built and Enshrouded. Yep. Yeah, we're at the starter house, you know. Yeah, on the East Coast today. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Love the background, but thought be a treehouse by now. Hope we get curved walls. Yeah, what we could realistically get in this game. I mean, what is cool is that you can like rotate any props around, because we are building that diagonal house and doing all kinds of fun challenges on the channel. But you can rotate the props around, right, and be able to create your angled walls. But in theory, the same way they did the roof pieces, they could do that to walls as well. So I don't think we'll necessarily get like rounded walls unless they're pre-made pieces, kind of like the arch pieces and stuff, which I would love to also see some smaller ones of. But I don't think we'll necessarily get rounded walls. But what we could, you know, do, like, to almost make rounded walls, you could sort of create like a, I want to say like an octagon shape, right? And they could make like a wall block that meshes sideways at a 45-degree angle because of the whole voxel system. Yeah, maybe a heat mechanic, right? They already have like the dying and the burning, but like, because there was a frost mechanic, you get too cold. Maybe there is some sort of new armor, right, for the heat. That would be very true. Very true. That could be very interesting. Yeah, lava to create traps would be cool. Yeah, because we are getting the logic. They didn't say anything about that in this trailer, but I presume we're still getting that. And we'll go share a little screenshot of the roadmap here soon. as well. But I presume we're still getting like logic and stuff. And if they add the lava and the flowing water and things like that to the game, it could definitely be pretty interesting. Yeah, wasn't there a lore bit about the ancients being in the clouds? There's a lot of stuff that I'm very curious to see kind of how it leads up to this. Level 10 shroud, that'd be insane. From the skyline, the extreme north is defined than any other possible new area. Yeah, yep. Definitely need curved walls. Game's starting to look blocky, a little bit blocky to you. Wonder actually be able to clear the shroud as part of the end game. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that. I really am. I really am, because we didn't see Shroud, at least in that valley, and we almost always see Shroud, like, in the valleys there, which is interesting. But, yeah, something's up with that, or at least some sort of, like, power thing, or something that we unlock as part of, like, saving the world. Could be very interesting. When you understand, we'll be able to essentially create exploration dungeons. Make one for the community to explore if that's true. I would love to. Whether I make it or open up a server and band with a bunch of you guys to create like a massive community like dungeon crawler game within Enshrouded. That'd be really cool, right? Like if we combined all of our flame altars together and like each worked on some chunk, I don't know, or something like that. I do have ideas that could be very fun to do. I used to love doing those things like in Minecraft and stuff, because we have all the logic and things in Minecraft for that, and it's very fun. So I would love if Enshrouded did that. And check out some of their logic stuff related to Portal Knights, because they did showcase a little bit of that for their other game. And if it's similar to that, could be pretty promising. It could be pretty promising. All right, so let me, yeah, you're in? Heck yeah, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. All right, let me go back to the trailer, and we'll play this forward a little bit. Yeah, mostly just this big pan out shot of this new biome. Absolutely amazing. And we had sort of the first one that was a little closer to the character. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. We got noises and stuff going on in the woods from camp, but this does look like a new armor set of some kind. It does, now that I'm kind of looking at it closer. And you can really see like the steepness of the lava there. Yeah, something's up here. Something is up, and it's just, it looks stunning. Absolutely amazing. I don't see, there's some towery stuff. I don't really see like a spire or anything just yet, so I don't know how exploration is going to be in here, but it's going to be very interesting to say the least. Very interesting. There's just so much going on in this little trailer that just, I was like, I was pretty wowed. I was like, dang, I wish I was home to do a little video. I was like, hey, I can check in with you guys quick today. So yeah, Steam and PS5. Steam and PS5, so not Xbox. That's what's going to be delayed. They did put out like a little post about that, talking about it a little bit. But yes, unfortunately, no Xbox right now. But PS5 will still open up a whole nother player base to the game. Let's see here. I think I went to the roadmap screen that we can talk through this a little bit, and this one I put as just a static image so that I can also read the chat a little bit while we have it pulled up. Massive as this game is already, has and yeah, as much time as the devs love put into it, definitely worth more than $30. Yeah, I mean, they didn't confirm like a price increase for 1.0, but given that Valheim will be increasing their price for 1.0, I wouldn't be surprised if this game did as well. I definitely would not be surprised. Got all the mosquitoes now. Yeah, I hope we get more NPCs and villagers. Yeah, you want to build a whole city. Not only that, but it would be really awesome if, with some of their logic and with some of their stuff, if they improved the way the villagers... Oh man, I'm getting all the bugs now. It's getting to be that time. It would be cool if they improved some of their pathing and stuff like that. Be very interesting to see where they go on that. So expect not only some of this new content, which I was not expecting, like that's a really cool thing to see that they're sort of adding this hot biome contrast. So, not only expecting some new content, but also probably a lot of polishes and quality of life things and stuff like that. They said they'll let us know more over the summer. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to continue keeping you guys updated as I hear more from them. Yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked about this game. There should be an option to place just one altar with range to cover the whole map so we can total building control. That would be very cool. Unfortunately, that will not happen because of the limitations of their system. So with the voxel game, unlike Unreal Engine 5 or other games where they're able to just mesh and render the surface, or like Valheim or Unreal Engine, even terraforming games, all they have to do is basically stretch a mesh over the surface up or down. With a voxel game, they have to render the world three-dimensionally, which adds a whole lot more performance and lag issues. So when it comes to building inside of a flame altar, where you have to, I mean, that's partly why the render distance in flame altars is so bad as well, which probably won't change. I really hope it does, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I've really put that bug in the devs' ears. But yeah, I'm very curious to see where they go with it, but do not expect free building over the whole world. That said, though, there are mods for that. So you can download a mod to be able to unlock infinite flame altars and build if your PC's that good. It's just they have to market the game to like the general masses, and they've got like a target audience in mind with certain GPU and CPU specs and things, if that makes sense, right? So there are mods, so you can sort of break it apart and do more. Cinco, welcome in. They seriously not going to rework the whole magic system? They might. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. They've done lots of reworks and things to that, skill trees and stuff. What would you like to see in the magic system? And Enshrouded has continued to impress you over time, has become your favorite game. Community is one of the best. Looking forward to a new chapter. Yeah, for us to explore. Heck yeah, same. It is like I really am honest. I put it on my the top of my games. My favorite game. It is so cool. So let's pick apart this this roadmap here a little bit. I can't really point my cursor or things on it streaming from my phone here, but with this one here because I have the static image, but I can kind of go over it from from left to right. We got the spring update that did not end up adding hollow hulls or anything, but they do say combat improvements as part of the autumn 1.0 release, so they probably plan to add more in that regard. I'm going to just pull up this image as well for my reference and a little bigger so that I can zoom in and kind of read it. So yeah, better balancing, increased enemy variety. So there you go. That could be that new werewolf thing that they just haven't done yet. Let's see here. Smarter enemy behavior. So we do get that. Greater tactical depth. So it does look like they'll be improving it to some degree there. Yeah, and then exciting new locations to explore. We're kind of on the little new content, the floating islands, kind of right to the bottom left of my webcam there. Exciting new locations, new enemies, challenges to overcome. So there you go. We probably will end up having some sort of a parkour course type thing. Adventure sharing 2.0. So additional functionalities, logic elements, logic gates, enemy spawners, traps. At least that's what's on the list. So if this is true, and the icon for that thing was the floating island. So here we go. We're starting to piece it all together. We are starting to piece it all together. And then it does say console release. Console players will join the fight. That is the part that is unfortunately, as we know of, getting delayed. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. We're in this we're in this new content section, that element of the roadmap that's got the little island icon over it. So do love the game. Honestly, personally don't care about the magic aspect of it. But you see it again and again. People ask for more utility spells, more impactful spells. Yeah, I mean it's not finished yet, and they do technically have that still on the roadmap for that time frame. So we'll see how it goes and what they continue to add. They did do the big skill tree rework with the last update. The last update also shocked me. They added a lot more that I didn't expect in that update. So we'll see. I think they'll get a lot of feedback from that update and then maybe do fine tweaks. So I I'll say I don't think they're going to rework the whole skill tree again, but they might add magic spells or fill it out a little more. Just, little quality of life and improvements, I should say. But, less reworks, I think, to what's already working, and more just like tweaks and improvements. Do you think if we had the game, they will charge extra for the release? No, not for this one. So we did talk to the dev about that in the interview with the developers, and they said that for 1.0, it's not going to be an extra charge. And this is not the end. This is just like a gate, and what they're doing to 1.0 is like this closing point. But they mentioned if the game continues doing well, they want to keep working on it, both free as well as some DLCs that they mentioned they would think of if there were big biome expansions or little things like that. They have not gotten that far yet, though. But yes, they have confirmed that through the 1.0 and through all their plans, and even probably post 1.0 for a while, we will be seeing free updates. So yes, the dev directly told me that. That was one of the questions we asked them in the interview there. Steam page says, yes, we will strongly believe the higher price once we leave early access. Yes, so like if you don't own the game already, it's likely that it could be a little more expensive when it's in 1.0 for people who don't already own it. But if you do already own it, it'll be free updates. But yes, so that's worth pointing out. Is anyone deleting everything they have, start fresh when it releases? I mean, I'm pretty tempted, At the very least, though, when it releases into 1.0, we're finding like the ultimate endgame base location. I mean, I'll continue the series, we'll continue like live streaming and checking out all the new content and the new hollow halls and everything like that. But I'll probably start another playthrough whether I stream it or not, just because it's such a good game. But I will be starting, probably a series and stuff on just building the ultimate endgame base. I want to go all out with everything I've learned with building and just actually start sinking thousands of hours into it and just have tons of fun, because it is the best building system I've experienced. And I want to build like an elven forest tree village, like with just everything from scratch, like blank canvas. I want to build the tree from scratch, like pathways, little bridges between things, like hobbit holes in the roots, just deck the thing out with all this foresty scape stuff that I just love about this game. So I'll definitely be doing that. You think they'll ever add paid DLCs? They said they might. It will not be something that you're required to get, or that'll, change anything about the existing finished game. And they said they will be working very hard on the game to make it feel very finished before they would ever consider doing that. So they're very much about, like, they will, and the devs are from Germany, they care about quality stuff. I don't want to make that generalization, but they're quality people. They care about quality stuff. I've met all of them. They're very nice, and they really care about putting out a good game. So they may in the future, if the game continues to do well and there's a want for it. They already technically did have their soundtrack, DLC and stuff, because they interviewed the community and things about that, but and they said they would love to see it. So yeah, maybe little things like that, or if they did decide to do more biomes and add-ons, right? But do I think it'll ever be like the level of Conan or other games? I don't think so. I don't think it'll get like that, but yeah, it'll be a very finished game for the price, right? Like it's not like any requirements. Hey, Jackson, he's in the other room. Come say hi if you want. Think they'll add creative mode with flying and unlimited resources, the 1.0. Yeah, so that's not on the roadmap. And I did actually ask the dev about that. And they said TBD, basically, on the creative mode. So that I am a bit disappointed about right now. It's not a definite no, but I'm a bit disappointed that they don't have any info about it, because I know a lot of players would love that, and I'm sure they've got to add it to some degree. But like, what also makes me a little disappointed is when they added their building camera, their camera with the last update. It just didn't do anything new with the game. I was expecting like a camera that we could actually detach from our character and like stuff like that, but I didn't. I didn't like the way that worked, because it just added literally nothing new to the game. To get screenshots before, I would just place like a little piece of block down and just glitch my character into it and just hide the HUD, and this literally does the same thing. So it makes me think that creative mode is not a priority for them, and I just really hope they add it, though. I really do, and maybe it comes post 1.0, you know? It might be one of those things that comes after. Yeah, all you want is creative mode. I know that would be awesome. It would bring a lot of players to the game, and I would love it for building because this game is one heck of a complex game to build in. You know, creative mode, I would still spend thousands of hours and still not be done with a project, even if I had unlimited of everything and could fly around. Flying around though would definitely make like building trees and stuff a lot easier. I hope they add it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, yeah, can't wait for it and all the quests. Not that great of builders. Yeah, just having the full complete storyline. Absolutely. And this game is just it caters to a lot of people in that regard because it has such a good RPG element, you know. It's great. Honestly, been waiting for a game that you can dig, terraform, that doesn't look like Minecraft since you were like 10. Yeah. This is it. I mean, this is it for me. And I still love Minecraft, you know, but it's got that good old nostalgia for me because that is where I started. I love Minecraft. But this is awesome. It is awesome to see Enshrouded just really come into life. But yeah, you thought so too. A free fly camera for building, same. Yeah, I had really hoped that we could get that. Um, Especially because if they added that, what we could do is park our character in a certain spot. And there is, I think, a mod for this. It just doesn't work very well. Where you park your character in one spot and then detach the camera so that meanwhile everything around your character is rendered and then you can get a farther back shot without your house disappearing. You know, I would just love things like that as a creator. We talked a little bit about that on our last streams with Under a Rock, how Under a Rock is doing a great job, and they're asking me tons of questions about what I want to see in the game because it's like as a creator, all these things, and they're actually adding them, like, and it's only in the alpha, right? So it's like that would be super cool if Enshrouded, you know, just catered a little more toward that. I think that'd be great, you know, those creative people and other things like that. Definitely would be nice. Excited for the update. Scary to think October is 3 months away. I know it's like a while away, but guys, September 9th yeah, it's 2 months, and then we're gonna be hooked on Valheim for like a month straight. The time will literally fly. I don't even get back till another 5 days from now, and then I'll get settled in and start streaming and doing a couple Windrose build videos, and I mean the time will literally fly. It'll be here before you know it. Yeah, and maybe I'm saying that because I just have such a busy schedule and so much I can do. Like I will infinitely have things I can do, so I feel like I'm never bored again in my life. Um, but yes, it'll be here before you know it. It really will. Just our fresh playthrough of challenge yourself to use to not use the Shroud Depot. Yeah. And what I love about Enshrouded 2 as is that the resources don't feel too grindy. Like you can stack sizes up to like what 5,000 or whatever blocks, right? Or like, and you can pull from chests and deposit in chests and like the quality of life stuff. They have really started nailing that, and I love that about it. And with upgraded gear, you can harvest so much material. You know, with an upgraded axe, you can chop down lots of trees. An upgraded pickaxe, likewise, get tons of terrain materials. And it doesn't feel like an arm and a leg just to build a wall of your house. So I love that they have at least catered to that. Like I've used the Shroud Depot in the resource worlds and stuff for the most part, but it's like I still get some resources. Like the end of the playthrough, I just end up with so much that like building does actually feel easy in survival in this game, which is nice. But yeah, those will be easy implementations too. Yeah. Eddie, welcome in. As long as we have the resource worlds available to us, you're content. Yeah, exactly. And they're very good. I love that we have those. Love that we have those. Posted a couple screenshots in Discord. See the far north. Oh, the deep north, Quinna. You liking it? Yeah, I did a video on my last video. I think. Yeah, I think it's the last one I posted. It goes over everything we know about the deep north there. It's gonna be an awesome update for Valheim if that's what you're referring to there. Being able to take good footage and pictures in the game is basically free advertising. Why don't we make that very true? It's little things like that that sometimes just passes by the developer's eyes and things, you know? It just does. And I think that was very much a case of that. Tried Valheim, wanted to cry how grindy it was. Yeah. I mean, tune in for our Valheim Forever World playthrough, because I've done a lot of playthroughs of Valheim. I still have more hours in Valheim than I do in Shrouded. And it really stuck with me. I really like it. And I think it's just something I had to get used to, the play style. Like, but it's a very contrasted game from Enshrouded to where I appreciated it for what it was, and we'll see if I have the same amount of fun with a full Forever World playthrough as I remembered it being. Now that I've been so spoiled by games like Enshrouded and Windrose and all these other awesome games, will I still have the fun? I think I will. It's such a good game. Start a new playthrough and I refuse to use the depot. Nice. Not happy about it. Xbox still, yeah, it still has the wait RC. I know. That's the big downside of the Enshrouded 1.0. The big thing that everyone watching the trailer is like, no, you gotta wait a little bit. Hope they had underwater combat at some point. Yeah, that would be a great one. That would be a great thing to do. Valheim has decent creative mode. Yeah, Valheim's creative mode and camera modes and everything like that has been spectacular, even from the start. Well, they called it dev commands, right? Now they officially have like a creative mode in the game, just super easy to do. But yeah, Valheim's been spectacular with that from the start, and I have loved that about that game. All right, you guys. I think I covered some good stuff. Hopefully. It's just awesome that I got to go live and touch base with you guys quick. While I'm away, and might go grab some dinner here soon. But we had to go over that trailer together. We had to get hyped about some stuff because man, I was just so excited when I saw that. So excited. Guess Keen Games is in a league with PlayStation. Yep. Pretty much. I mean yeah, it'll still bring a whole new wave of players and stuff, and I'm really excited. Really excited to see where things go. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Any final questions before we wrap up? I'll stay on for a couple minutes here. But yeah, I just appreciate you all joining, asking the questions you did. All kinds of fun, suggestions and things we might like to see with 1.0. If you're watching the VOD, I'll keep this up on YouTube. We're only on YouTube today. I'm not doing Twitch or Kick or things because I can't figure out how to multi-stream right now on my phone. I wasn't going to try to stress myself out figuring all that out today. But subbed, love you're under a rock, base tours and Windrose. Heck yeah, I really appreciate y'all joining. Heck yeah. And thank you all so much. And do be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I love building this cozy survival community, and it was so fun watching the trailer, going over all that stuff today. Heck yeah. Really appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, so that you can skip ahead around again if you want to pinpoint things. The trailer, maybe I'll link that in the description or the comment or something. But yeah, it's on Enshrouded's channel. If you guys want to watch it and you haven't already and you want to keep watching it, and I'll probably watch it like many more times. It's so good. But yeah, really can't wait. And I will see you guys in another little over a week or so. Once I get back and settled in, maybe with some more Windrose. And by the way, Windrose is having a build competition right now for anyone that wants to. Maybe I should try to upload. Maybe it's too late. I don't know the dates of it. I'm kind of because I'm traveling. I'm a little more out of it than normal. But I have the treehouse in the background. I don't think there's a treehouse back here. I don't think there's a treehouse back here, you guys. But yeah, it's pretty. It's very nice out. So I'm glad I was able to do this. I'm glad it didn't downpour or nothing like that. All right. Thank you all so much for joining, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your week.